I told my best friend's boyfriend, but I'm not as bad as that sounds. I mean, everything happens for a reason when I was friends with her. Everything was perfect. We never fought or had any problems. It was a really sincere and good friendship. The kind you think will last forever. That is, until we started going out and meeting more people, since we were always in the same group of friends. But she and I were a perfect duo. Inseparable. Or at least that's what I thought. Everything changed when I met a boy I started to like. We'll call him Dylan. I remember perfectly that I saw him for the first time. It was at a party our whole group went to. There was something about his gaze, the way he smiled, that gave me butterflies in my stomach. I'd never experienced anything like it before. Everything was going great at first. Andrea would come with me to see him, give me advice, and help me choose what to wear before each date. It was the first time I'd ever experienced anything like this with a guy, and having my best friend supporting me meant everything. I told her every detail, how he looked at me, what he said. The messages we exchanged until the wee hours of the morning. Dylan was the typical abdomen guy who would disappear. He'd show me with attention and sweet messages for days, and then vanish without a trace. And since it was the first time I'd experienced anything like that, I was completely focused on him. Obsessed, I'll say now with the perspective that time gives. I thought I felt a lot of things for him, although that I realized it was just a sick obsession. The kind that eats you up inside. The important thing is that Andrea was always there when I saw him. And she was always very nice to him, but not in the kind of nice that comes from she's my best friend and gets along well with the guy you like. But nice like when you want someone's attention. I started noticing it in small details, how she dressed up more than usual when she knew we were going to see Dylan, how she laughed excessively at his jokes that weren't even that funny. How she found any excuse to casually touch him and say, arm or shoulder. At first, I tried to ignore that uneasy feeling in my stomach. I told myself I was just being paranoid. That Andrea was my best friend and would never do something like that to me. But the feeling kept growing, like a shadow that got bigger every day. The first time Andrea and I had an argument, we'll call it that, was one day at her house. I wasn't in the mood for anything that day. It was one of those days when all you want is to relax, take some time for yourself, be disheveled, watch movies in your pajamas, no makeup, and read your hair a mess. I just wanted peace. And that very day, Andrea wanted to give me a surprise. The surprise was that she told Dylan to come over without consulting me first. I suppose she did it so he would see me back home, looking like nothing, disheveled and with a bare face, while she was looking great, perfectly put together, and flawless. Wearing the tight dress she loved so much and with impeccable makeup. When I heard the doorbell and her voice from the living room, my heart sank. I obviously locked myself in the bedroom and didn't want to see Dylan that day. I stayed there, staring at my